Good morning, graduates. Okay, let's try this again. Good morning, graduates. If you're excited to graduate, let me hear your noise. Okay, listen, we're very, very excited. My name is Associate Dean Damon Williams. I'm one of the Associate Deans in the College of Engineering. We're very excited for your graduation today, but I want to give you some few instructions to make sure the graduation goes smoothly. Failure to follow these instructions could cause us not to give you your degree, and I don't want that for your life. First and foremost, tonight you are buying dinner for these wonderful people that are in this bowl. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. To the family and friends that are here, I expect you to go to the most expensive restaurant in Atlanta. If you don't know what restaurant to go to, see me after the ceremony and I'll tell you where to go. Students, they've put up with you through your bachelor's degree and now your master's degree. You owed them dinner and they would like wine with their dinner. Okay, quick, everybody take out your phones, please. Take out your cell phones. Take out your cell phones. All iPhone users stand up. Android users, don't you dare. Stay seated. Stay seated. All iPhone users stand up. Okay, the people standing up are graduating. The people sitting down, unfortunately, you are not. Take out your phone, pull up your grad pass, if you would please. Pull up your grad pass, if you would please. Turn your phone as brightly as you possibly can. And then, because the internet sometimes is not as strong when you have this many people in here, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of your grad pass. Android users, do the best you can. Do the very, very best you can. Once you've got your screenshot and it's nice and bright, you may be seated. Android users, I'm sorry. During the ceremony, one of the leaders is going to come get you. You're going to stand. You're going to walk down this center aisle. You're going to go to my left, which is your right, and you're going to come down the right here. Your grad pass is already going to be out with your phone nice and bright. My friend, if you would come forward, please. You're going to bring your grad pass right over to this point, which is immediately to my right, and you're going to hold your phone up so we can see the QR code. When you do, you're going to listen for this sound. Everybody hear that? If you hear that sound, thank you so much. Give her a hand as she sits. Give her a hand as she sits. If you hear that sound, you're graduating. If you don't, you're not. If you don't hear that sound, everything is okay. Don't get stressed out. We're simply going to ask you to step out of line. You're going to move over here to my left to my colleague. We're either going to fix your grad pass or, more than likely, you're an Android user. That's why it's not working. And we're going to have to call your name directly. Now, you'll walk across the stage. You have 2 seconds. Everybody say 2. You've got 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, 1, 2, you are to shake the dean's hand, smile for your family, and keep it moving. Everybody with me? You are not the only person graduating today. I don't need you up here dancing. I don't need you up here doing a jig. We don't need anything like that. 2 seconds. Everybody say 2. I will be sitting right over there. After 2 seconds, we're sending security to come get you. No, I don't want that for your life. You'll move right down here to my right. You will then curl to the right. Everyone can see the banner that's over here. You'll have your photo taken in front of the Georgia Tech banner. You will then go back up this aisle and return immediately to your seats. Your degree is not conferred until the end of the ceremony. So if you exit out that back door, security will grab you. And I don't want that for your life. Everybody with me? Friends, we have a lot of people graduating today, and so since we have a lot of people graduating today, we want you to have your moment in the sun right here on the stage. We want you to smile and then keep it moving. For all the audience members, please know that we're calling names after your graduate's name. So you've got 2 seconds to cheer and shout and do all of that. After 2 seconds, leave room for the next person to call their names. Let's all be respectful of each other to have a wonderful and amazing graduation. To all of my friends here, I remember graduating with my master's degree, yesterday, because I'm so young. And so I want to say congratulations to each of you, and welcome to being Yellow Jackets. Come on, give yourselves a round of applause.
Good morning, graduates. It's like y'all don't want to graduate. Good morning, graduates. Yeah. And good morning to our Georgia Tech families and loved ones. I invite everyone to stand as we welcome industrial engineer Bethany Ponder to the stage to sing the national anthem. Bethany.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job. Please be seated. Thank you, Bethany, and congratulations. She received her undergraduate degree yesterday. And is blessed with a beautiful voice. I don't have any of those capabilities, unfortunately. Welcome, everyone, to History, our first ever College of Engineering master's degree ceremony. Yeah. To those of you who just came from Bobby Dodd Stadium and the Institute-wide ceremony with President Cabrera, welcome on this December morning inside warm and cozy McCamish Pavilion. I'm Raheem Bia, Dean and Southern Company Chair, and it is my lifelong honor to be a double jacket. Just like you, I received my master's degree from this college, in fact, in this building 25 years ago, then earned a PhD, both in electrical and computer engineering. Being a Yellow Jacket graduate is something that has shaped my research and professional career. It also is a huge source of pride in my personal life. On this day, I welcome you to the club. Today and always, we are helluva engineers. At the same time, my congratulations are not reserved just for these amazing students that are in front of me. I also look to those who surround them here in McCamish. The family, the friends, classmates, and also the loved ones. These graduates did not arrive here alone. They are here because of your support and encouragement, so congratulations to you as well. I'm joined on stage with members of our college leadership team, Drs. Damon Williams, Matthew Block, Doug Williams, and Kim Curtis, as well as school chairs and representatives from each school who will introduce our graduates during the ceremony. Also on our stage are two guest speakers who you'll hear from shortly. The final member of our stage group is Aerospace Engineering's Dimitri Mavris. He's a recipient of... This guy's a celebrity, I knew that. Well, the most important thing is that he's a hell of an engineer. He's a Georgia Tech engineer, and he's also an amazing faculty member. He is the recipient of this year's 1934 Distinguished Professor Award, the highest honor given to a Tech professor. Congratulations, Dimitri. This number I'm about to mention is so large that we had to scratch out what was printed, and there's actually a written number that's here. 55 of his students are graduating today, and so is his daughter. Oh. Congratulations to you, Dimitri, and to Sophia, who is receiving her master's in biomedical engineering as she continues to work towards her doctorate. I know many of you already heard speeches at the first ceremony, so I'm going to keep my comments brief and give the floor to our speakers. Then I'll cede the stage to you, our graduates. There are a few consistent themes when I walk around and talk to our alums who I actually meet all across the world. They certainly talk about the rigor of academics. We all felt that. How hard it was to get through Georgia Tech, but they appreciate that it is a monumental accomplishment. They also tell me, and anyone who will listen, that their experience in and out of the classroom gave them the confidence to take on any challenge that came their way. Tech made them ready for their first job and every job after that. We hear the same thing from employers when they're talking about Georgia Tech alums at their companies. It is why I know that you are ready to take on some of the most pressing engineering challenges in the world. This includes sustainability. Engineers are the ones that are creating solutions for the world as we face the effects of climate change. Engineers also drive innovation in medicine, as we see time and time again in culture BME. And then there's this thing that you probably have not heard of, it's called AI. This is already persistent in our lives, even if we're not exactly sure what it is and what's next for it. Engineers are creating algorithms and hardware that are shaping the future. For those of you in this field, I implore you to always keep ethics at the forefront of your thinking as you incorporate AI into mindful solutions. No matter which societal challenge that you help to solve in your career, I challenge you to ensure that equity and fairness are always implemented into everything that you do. This is our responsibility as hell of engineers. Most importantly this morning, this is a day you have worked hard to reach. You've already made great impact on Georgia Tech and your community. Now you are ready to change the world. Again, congratulations. I'd next like to introduce today's student speaker, Damini Visalakshi. Damini is graduating with her master's in AE to go along with the Management of Technology certificate. Her research focuses on various projects in the digital design and manufacturing of aerospace systems, including leveraging digital twin technology and applying systems advanced engineering methods to improve safety and traceability. Prior to graduate school, she worked at Boeing and Raytheon. During her time at Georgia Tech, she has demonstrated exceptional leadership as the VP of Professional Development for the Graduate Student Government Association and as a lead fellow with the Georgia Tech Leadership Education and Development Program. Outside of AE, she's passionate about using dance as a medium to inspire individuals to pursue careers in STEM and to bridge the gap between the performing arts and science. Please welcome Damini Visalakshi, to the stage.
Distinguished guests, faculty, fellow graduates, and loved ones. I remember the day I landed in the United States, carrying 2 decades of my life in just 2 suitcases. I dreamt about this moment for years, excited by what I could learn in aerospace research. I made it, but my bags did not. My phone refused to turn on. There I was, clutching my documents, asking for directions to Peachtree something. Turns out, Atlanta has 71 Peachtree streets. 71 on day one? How fun. But as the reality sank in, doubts began to replace the dreams that I brought me here with. Eventually, I asked for help from a stranger who happened to be from Georgia Tech. She helped me settle in and showed me around. When the sun set on the first day, the word tech glowed on top of Tech Tower. She spoke about a tradition of stealing the teas on campus. I was too lost by my missing bags, but something about that missing tea stuck with me. It was not just my bags that were lost. It felt something deeper that was missing. Have you ever felt that way? Life at Tech was a masterclass in juggling, balancing research, school, daily responsibilities, all over together. We pulled all-nighters at Crosslands and still made it to 8 a.m. classes. We survived on ramen and free food from campus events, found joy in small wins. But graduate school tested us. There were days when pressure felt overwhelming and doubts crept in. As an aerospace engineer, I couldn't help but draw a parallel. Just like how drag slows down an aircraft, pressures of school weighed me down. But despite that, an aircraft flies with glory by countering the negative forces with positive forces. And that is where I found my positive forces at Tech, through community, collaboration, and curiosity. Through student organizations like Graduate Student Government, I found purpose in advocating for graduate students and building a supportive community. I made friends from around the globe, friends who gave 3 a.m. pep talks, pushed me to explore, brought soup when I was sick. I remember for a course project, I was part of a multidisciplinary team to build an autonomous system. Within a week, we built a prototype. How miraculous is that? And I remember reading 20 papers just on flow modeling, to be specific, because a faculty pushed me to question my assumptions and see things differently. These forces at Tech kept me going and made me reflect on what mattered more to me. Now, 2 years after my first day at Tech, I can put into words what I was missing. My why, my purpose. It felt buried in the frustration of moments when I was lost without my luggage. That same feeling written during various moments when graduate school challenged me. It was like the missing tea on the Tech Tower. Something essential felt out of place. But the missing tea tradition has taught me what is lost isn't gone. It is waiting to be reclaimed. Rediscovery does not happen on its own. It requires action, and that is where Georgia Tech made all the difference. I was able to find my why by connecting, communicating, and collaborating and finding curiosity. Today, as we all start new journeys, there will be moments in our lives when our why feels buried. But here at Tech, we've learned how to reclaim it by leaning on to the positive forces and using that as fuel to our momentum, just like we have done to reach at this moment. To you who moved from home, to you who studied online, to you who balanced a job, and to you who returned to redefine, to you who lost a loved one, to you who battled pain, and to you who chose this path unsure of what you would gain. This moment is yours. This moment is ours. And behind this moment are our family, friends, and mentors who have stood by us through it all. Let's give it a moment for all the people who have been with us in this journey. Thank you. I would now I would now like to thank the faculty and staff in the School of Aerospace Engineering, my advisor, Dr. Mavris, who's on stage. When I think about this moment, my parents couldn't be here with me today. But I can almost see them in the front row, cheering for me. Whatever I am and will be is because of your love and sacrifices. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are leaders, innovators, and hell of engineers. Our momentum is unstoppable, and we are here ready to serve the world. Thank you.
I am so glad that I am not following Damini. No pressure to our CEO that's coming up in a few minutes. Thank you so much, Damini, for that powerful testament. You reminded me of when I was in graduate school. I started getting a little nervous for a while, but unfortunately I got out a little while ago. Congratulations to you and on your AE degree, and I know your parents are super excited and super proud of you. I am honored now to welcome this year's fall commencement speaker, Satish Dhanasekaran. He earned his master's degree in electrical engineering and is president and CEO of Keysight Technologies. Keysight is at the forefront of accelerating innovation across multiple technology sectors, including AI, next generation wireless, automotive, quantum computing, and defense modernization. Satish started his career as an engineer designing handsets at Motorola. He then joined Keysight as a senior technologist and progressed his career to his current role. Satish and his team have been responsible for driving a software-centric transformation of HP's legacy hardware business. Keysight's established a software design center in Tech Square, a decision the company made in part because of the talent coming out of the College of Engineering and specifically ECE. Keysight also collaborated with Professor Tushar Krishna and the Chakra Working Group under MLC Commons for AI/ML workload emulation. This marks the 10th anniversary of Keysight's $120 million in-kind donation of its software to Georgia Tech, which we use to help students become industry-ready engineers. Students use the same instruments and software used by customers in government and in industry. Satish's life story is the American dream. He immigrated from India after his undergrad degree with a few $1,000s in his pocket. He earned an executive education degree at Wharton School of Business and now runs one of the biggest technology companies in the world. Sharing that story, he says, is an obligation. Please welcome from Keysight's headquarters in Santa Rosa, California, a great partner of the College of Engineering, Satish Dhanasekaran.
Boy, you're right, it's going to be tough to follow Damini. Good afternoon, and thank you to the Dean, Bea, and the faculty and staff at Georgia Tech. It's indeed an honor to be speaking with you all today. Service and progress. Progress and service is your motto. And my interactions with the Dean were more during the pandemic. We had many calls during Zoom, and I got to see the thoughtfulness with which he progressed academia and research through a service attitude. And this institution, I know, lives this motto every single day. But I want to start today with a number. We're all engineers, right? We like numbers. 250,000. Okay? 250,000. Dean, that's not the donation I'm about to announce, okay? Don't get your hopes up. 250,000. Some of you are thinking, wouldn't that be a nice starting pay? Right? I know, I agree, it would be really nice. But we're talking about something even more precious. it's time. You've spent, on average, I believe, at least 250,000 minutes to get to this stage today, right? Quite an investment when you then consider the quality of learning rigor and research and interdisciplinary pursuits that I just heard is sort of the mainstream of Georgia Tech life. So now I'm going to take a few more minutes to congratulate you all and put an exclamation point on this defining chapter of your life. Each of you is launching your career at a time, well, let me go off script here, at a time when Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets beat my alma mater, Florida State, okay, in football, by the way, and University of Miami, and gave the run for the money for the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay? So this tells you engineers can apply themselves can almost do anything, including playing football. Okay? And I did check the roster had some engineers, not just business majors. All right? So each of you is launching your career at a time when technology is at the forefront of great societal transformations and solutions. It is your generation that is tasked with finding purposeful applications for artificial intelligence, solutions for climate change, breakthroughs in healthcare, and new ways to push the limits of human exploration. The future of engineering is about designing systems of systems. And from my work with many Georgia Tech alumni at Keysight, I know you have the skills and, more importantly, the mindset needed for this human-first approach, which is encapsulated in your motto, progress and service. And as we heard today, I'm even proud that engineers are a force of great good and are agents of change. After receiving this invitation from Dr. Bia, I thought long and hard about what to share with you today. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to attempt to give you some formula for success. This is something I know each of you are going to discover for yourselves. Instead, I intend to share a few stories from my life, going back to the time when I was at the same fork in the road that you are all in today. Okay? Same fork in the road that you're all in today, sitting in that seat. This is what I'm going to tell you, 3 stories, and hopefully some of you can relate to them. And then go on celebrating, of course. We talked about the wine and all this stuff is coming your way. The first story starts at a wedding. I was 23 years old, not my wedding, okay? I was 23 years old, I just finished my undergrad, and I was gainfully employed, living with my parents, and my cousin, Satya, was getting married. I was really not the type that loved attending weddings. So if my wife is listening, accept our wedding, honey, okay? I was dreading it. What I did not know was this wedding was actually a setup. You see, at the time, I was working selling silicon graphics computers for an enterprise software company in India. I thought it was my dream job, and I was going to progress my career from there. But my mother had bigger plans for me. She brought me to this wedding with the intention of getting my cousin to convince me to pursue higher education. You see, my mother thought my cousin was an engineer in the United States, and it might be beneficial for me to get a glimpse of his life. So he gave me his spiel and encouraged me to take GRE and apply to colleges in the United States. A few days later, I drove 20 miles to get access to a spotty internet connection and went on what is a 1996 version of Google called Alta Vista. How many of you even know what that is? I'm going to look here. Yeah, I think some of you here may know what it is. It was pretty clunky, folks, and you can't make this up. I recall someone telling me the University of Florida is a really good school, you should try to go. I did a search for Florida University, because that's all I remember. So, you can't make this up. It wasn't until 18 months later When I got to the United States, I realized I'd applied and gotten admitted to a school 150 miles away from the one I originally intended to apply to. So I composed myself and realized rather than applying to University of Florida, which is known for its engineering program, I ended up at Florida State University, a school known for football at that time. Ending up at Florida State University may have happened due to a set of unusual circumstances that included lack of technology, internet access, and also lack of attention to detail on my end. But it clearly ended up giving me one of my most profound experiences of my life. On top of getting to learn engineering, I got to learn how to build great teams. You see, at that time, the coach of the Florida State football team was the legendary Bobby Bowden. He was more than a coach. He was a great storyteller, a great recruiter, and a great guide on how to be a decent human being. I spent time there watching practice sessions and listening to him speak. And there got a vision for what it takes to build great franchises that stood the test of time. Florida State was also where I was introduced to radio frequency and microwave engineering, the foundational technologies that became foundational for my career today. So here's the bottom line. If it wasn't for my mom seeing a bigger path for me, if it wasn't for my cousin encouraging me, if it wasn't for me ending up in a university known more for football than for engineering, I never would have learned the fundamentals that led me to this improbable path of becoming a CEO of a large multi-billion-dollar company. Yes? Everybody get this? That's it. So this is sort of my life story. And my takeaway is sometimes accidents are gifts that only get uncovered in time. Okay? If you really think about the series of events now that brought you here today, I'm sure many of you will find that your path here was much less deterministic than it would appear on the surface. Now, we're in front of engineers, so I got to geek a little bit. So I'll say, putting it in engineering lingo, as much as we all want life to be a linear equation, it has a way of projecting into random processes. Okay, how many of you took statistics class? Okay, so you all know. I also hope that when you look back at how you got here, you realize how much help you've had along the way. No one makes it alone. It is important that you hold a space for deep gratitude for your parents, your friends, your families, your mentors, and those in your world who encouraged you to just go try. Just go try. My second story here begins right after college, right after graduation. How many of you know where you're going to go to a job, research? A show of hands. Okay, almost everybody. In the year 2000, after graduating, I was relieved to receive multiple job offers. I ended up taking my first job at Motorola. I was hired as a design engineer. I was excited to finally make my mark. However, reality hit the second I walked into the door. It seems that they had hired more people than they had real estate for. So in this big building, I did not have an office space or even a formal cubicle. Instead, they had thrown together a makeshift space for me with a chair and a desk in a corner by the fire extinguisher. If you watched Office Space, I had that moment. Quite the welcome. My disappointment was to be further compounded when I learned that my first job would be to solder some coaxial cables onto a printed circuit board. Needless to say, I wasn't very happy. I had just spent days and nights studying to get my graduate degree with the dream of working on complex designs. And here I am now with this task of soldering cables on a board. So I gathered some strength and agency after a week to walk up to my boss, Larry, and I said, "Hey, Larry, I really appreciate you giving me all this work, but I would really like to know when I can jump on more engineering tasks. Since I clearly did not know at that time how to read a room, I then showed him my resume and proceeded to try to impress him on how I could take on more upgraded tasks. So in the middle of this emotional pitch, he stopped me and he said, "Satish, how can I trust you to do all of that if I cannot trust you to get the job done?" So that's what I learned. Soldering cables is to get the job done, which leads you to better jobs and building trust with wherever you are. So I learned it can be quite easy sometimes to get excited when you're working on something important, something consequential, where you know there's going to be a limelight at the end. But it's important to remain engaged and always activated. You simply can't navigate life by attempting to calculate return on investment or ROI of each effort that you're putting in, and only putting in discretionary effort on those that have a higher probability of immediate return. And this is just as true for work as it is for your personal relationships. A friend of mine recently summarized this for me by saying, "Always remember to give more than you take." Always remember to give more than you take. Okay, one more story to go. My final story is about a tailor. This isn't my own story, but it's one I heard from my late professor, Dr. Raj Arora, at Florida State University. As a young man, he got accepted to the Queen's College in the UK to pursue his PhD. To make sure he was looking his best, his grandpa took him to a local tailor to get his suit stitched. Now, you got to imagine this is 1940s and 50s, perhaps people were still doing that. So when he got to the tailor, the old man was working there, just took a look at him and said, "Come back in a few days." Well, my professor, being young, impetuous, didn't particularly like this. He was nervous about getting his suits on time, so he insisted that the tailor cut to the chase, actually take the measurements and get it right. But despite this insistence, the tailor refused and told him, "Come back in 2 days." So the professor left the tailor in a huff, saying, "This is such a waste of time." And 2 days later, he went back to the tailor, tried his suit on, and to his surprise, it fit perfectly. No tweaks were needed. Puzzled, the professor asked the tailor, "How did you do all this without any measurement?" Very calmly, the tailor looked him up and said, "Son, I have been doing this for 30 years. If after doing something for 30 years, I still need a measuring tape, what the hell did I do in my life? What the hell did I do in my life?" That was a profound statement. And I found this tailor's lesson not just about getting the job done or getting paid or getting into the limelight. It was all about developing judgment and instincts. Mastery is developed by showing up, putting in the effort, and committing to learning from each experience over time. The more you invest in your craft, the less you will need external validation and our metrics to guide you. Instead, you will develop an inner compass, an intuition that allows you to navigate with clarity and confidence. That is the true gift of mastery, an ability to trust yourself because of the work you've already done to develop judgment and instincts. Some of you may be left reflecting if you have your own formative stories like this. And the reality is, we have them all the time. It's happening to us. In many cases, it also comes for free, just for living, and these stories are out there in abundance. I know we all live in an era of information overload and social media, so I'm going to attempt to condense this into the 90-second sound bites, okay? So if you've been not paying attention, checking your smartphones, taking selfies, just listen to these 90 seconds and you're good, all right? So here's my attempt to do that for you. In the randomness of life, each of us have events happening around us, happening to us, and things we're causing to happen around us. Got it? 3 things. The 3 stories reflect such instances that were formative for me because they offered me the raw material for growth for a future path that I didn't know existed. Gratitude for the people and circumstances in life that simply motivate you to just try. Developing a consistent attitude of giving more than you take under all circumstances, sometimes hiding your ROI calculator. Third, pursuing mastery enables you to develop your own internal compass that comes from building a combination of judgment and instincts through your commitment to learning. And so this is your superpower. Like I said, there's a lot of events happening around you and a lot of these stories mushrooming. So here is your real superpower. This comes from your ability to listen to these signals around you, and they just come for living. So you have these signals, listen, picking the ones that move you, and use those learnings to channel your pursuits. Okay? So, in today's AI parlance, you would be just training your own chat GPT. Got it? Training your own chat GPT. So over time, the compounding effects of these everyday stories, the intentional choices, creates exponential growth and outcomes that are not always predictable. This is true. This I found true for myself. So as I end my speech, it's also important for each of you today to take a pause, soak this all in. And as Natasha Bedingfield sings in the song Unwritten, you need to feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Okay? You need to feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Congratulations on your accomplishments and all the best for an exciting journey ahead. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Satish, for your time, for those wonderful words of wisdom from life and career guidance. And also want to just thank you for all that Keysight has done for Georgia Tech and also our city of Atlanta. We look forward to the next chapters in our continued partnership and the $250 million investment. All right, that's great. Great. And now it is time for what you and your families have waited for. This morning's institute-wide ceremony conferred your degrees. Now is when you are individually recognized for all that you've done here at Georgia Tech. Once you walk across the stage, please return to your seats for the rest of the ceremony. We ask that you stay for the duration, giving those who walk after you the same courtesy they provided you. Associate Dean and Civil Engineer Dr. Kim Curtis will lead us through the remainder of the commencement.
Thank you, Raheem, and congratulations, graduates. So in our institute-wide ceremonies, Georgia Tech's tradition has been to call graduates to stage in reverse order of when their college was established. Because engineering was the first college at Tech, our students always graduate last when all the colleges are together. But today we're going to carry on that tradition, having our graduates called according to their school or department with the most recently established program going first. Which brings up Alyssa Panich, the Wallace H. Coulter Chair of the Coulter Department of Biomedical Engineering, to lead us off.
On behalf of all of the faculty and staff in Coulter BME, a huge congratulations to our newest alums. You all should be, and we are, very proud of your accomplishments. My wish to you is going forward, you continue to accomplish things that make you proud. Congratulations again.
Vivek Kumar Chundru. Irene Subin Hyun. Kara Victoria Selly. Sophia Margaret Mavris. Kaveen Vijay. Neil Hitesh Patel. Gianni Rocco Natale. Samrudhi Vinayak Anikindi. Taya Marie Gibson. Jonathan Michael Bringell. Kayla Ray Tidwell. Destiny Victoria Adams. Carolina A. Colon. Kunjani Patak. Rishi Dakarapu. Lahitya A. Reddy. Esha Prakash Kashyap.
All right. Our next school has been ranked #1 among graduate programs for 34 years in a row. Representing the H. Stewart Milton School of Industrial and Systems Engineering, Christos Alexopoulos, Associate Chair of Graduate Studies.
IE students, congratulations on your achievement and best of luck in all your goals.
Zelda Kojaman. Rajitha Medi. Lewang. Jesse Wen. Ashish Puri. Vishal K. Nayak. Amar Talanjic. Nukta Bhatia. Piyush Shivrain. Divya Chandrasekaran. Revathi Jagadisan. Anthony Yokwai Wu. Adam Ishem Peer. Heba Maghrabi. Catherine Coyle Iaquinto. Bryce Beaumont Meyering. Neha Singh. Brian Andrew Bolden. Sung Hyung Kwan. Yu Shi Chen. Sonia Marisa Hinostroza. Hardik Dhaval Patel. Caleb Taylor Boyd. Bosco Oi Young Ho. Raghuraj Adiyarat. Jun Chang Song. Pallavi Aranerath. Chandler Schneider. Amanda Nicole Winchess. Karishma Thakrar. Robert Ernest Binion. Nathaniel David Warner. Kristen Abraham. Alexandria Schwan. Micah Owens. Sanjit Paikarai. Sachidanand Brijbhushan Prasad. Vladimir Orlov. Maria Tariq. Min Jae Shin Sayer. Kartike Gomber. John Bradford Hill. Shayak Chaudhary. Kevin Aramis Guernsey. Pranay Lingareddy. Patrick Marvin Lee Copeland. Andrew David Stern. Ayush Sah. Regina Kang. Ram Kishore. Trang Thuy Vo. Gurman Singh. Warren Alfonso Puy Arena. Matthew John Curian. Sasikumar Munisamy. Naveen Sethuraman. Ethan Yuken. Mingwei Du. Michael Jones. Brannon Carter. Shekinah Liza Jacob. Sarah Costello. Emily Rachel Nill. David Jae-sung Lee. Tyson Matthew King. Ashutosh Chaudhary. Zahra Brimeli. Michael Anderson. Kimberly Maria Durant. Jeffrey Lynn Register. Curtis L. Weidman II. Niral Patel. Venkatesh Seshan. Santiago Enrique Gonzalez Angarita. Wei-Yi Chen. Emmett Drake. Evan Dean Charles. Marissa Nylena Robinson. Jacob Kowalski. To Vo Huang Huynh. Jared Joseph LeBlanc. Philip Rusa Kisembo. Yujong Lozali. Harrison Kwan. Aditi Jain. Christine Elise Olds. Alexandra C. Flieger.
Lokranjan Lakshikantan.
Lena Rizvi. Cody Darrell Harper Harrison. Alessio Benedetti. Omar Mohammed. Joshua Adam Feldman. Boyu Zhang. Xiao Lu. Wenxi Yang. Qinghan Yuan. Jorge Marquez. Natalia Drobal. Sebastian Antonio Sanchez. Tadeusz Rossetti Marchesi, Stephen Anthony Myslicki, Aruna Kumari Gudivada, Vibhashni Naidu, Alexandra Jean Boone, Andrew Ian Ahn, Sanjana Varma Mudunori, Spriha Bankata Mishra, Saksham Sudarshan, Julia Marie Homola, Tu Tui Nguyen, Kayana Walter, Anna Elise Hardy, Kelly Lester, Rishi Surana, Sanjana Yella, Shelby Madeline Carswell, Lauren Anyango Odari, Surya Teja Padala, Joseph Lee, Jacob Livingston Wright, Claude David, Manu Krishnamurthy, Kyum Suh, Inkyu Kim, Min Chao Bui, Pratyusha Dinesh, Joshua G. Kaplan, Anvita Brahma, Shireen Misri, Nathan Aaron Smuha, Matthew David Rosenthal, Olivia Arneson, Lasya Akshara, Siddharth Pulianda, Carlos Pires Jr., Langdon Morrison Sanders, Paul Hee-jae Kim, Cynthia Renee Campbell, Nehemiah John Solis, Dylan Sureshan, Amar Amin Mohammed Rahim Basria, Yun Ying Wu, Everett Lucian Antoine Carzon Ubiadas, Christopher Beck, Mark Anthony R.C. Perez, Gabriella Hope Stein, Yiming Fu, O'Neill McClellan Hughes, Andres Gallardo Andonier, Bin Liu, Joseph Mao, Srijit Shishupalan Lathikumari, Hayden Benjamin Venable, Eduardo Arias, Twa Lee Shook, Pamela Judell Clarity, Hong Yang Zhou, Zhe Yi Tang, Jing Yi Chen, Nicholas Swanson, Zhe Hao Feng, Yi Chen Jin, Yumpu Zhang, Jibo Zhang, Abdul Hasib Asif, David Cano, Rohan Lloyd Smith, Bhavya Gandhi, Ryan Flynn, Kishore Sanepali, Ruzid Angalube, Donatian Tony, Ralitsa Sapunova, Paul Raphael Aris Tisok, Byron Abraham Duarte Barrios, Akshaya Perumal, Chanel Diara Chase, Nicholas Walker Seeger, Carter Hugh Murphy, Bhavik Bhatt, Isakar Simeon Racine Rodriguez, Ricky Matsumoto, Nadim Ahmed Nazir, Rafe Bashir, Songwon Lee, Ruslan Ozarine, Anjana Chamarthi, Yuma Mizushima, John Michael Osborne, Gabriel Alonso Carpio Salazar, Sri Lakshmi Sheila, Sin Sin Ren, Timothy Joseph Ellenbeck, Stuart Robert Top, Alexander Barushkin, Ibe Shu, Lakshmi Narasimhan Yeri Ranganathan, Mohandas Mariappan. Lakshmi Fani Deepthi Bolapalli. Raja Sekar Ravi. Pradeep Nijasure. Leslie Francis. Tyler David. Mei Lin. Masut Parvez. Srijisha Purushottam. Sanjay Mathan. Eric Ilyasov. Wendy Patricia Navarrete Escobedo. Xin Yu Zhao. Xiao Xiao Shi. Unhei Tang. Nazanin Nijati. Hanxi Sun. Miguel Angel Arce. Sabina Azizli. Campbell Alexander Young. Balaji Marimuthu. Alessio Van Kuylen. Oscar Vargas. Hannah Ginsberg. Hayden Todd Blackburn. Atul Taplial. Paula Ciselli. Druval Trevetti. Jingwen Liu. Landon Lyle Lowe. Saul Zhang. Jeremiah Joseph Mugpali. Shashikanth Ramakrishnan. Juan Andres Del Baccio. Yingdong. Allison Tislow Henry. Brandon Washington Morris. Jinyuan Chuan. Haijiao Tao. Young Lu. Elena Kate Baker. Nazmul Hossein. Anthony Chan. George Banegas. Bay Allen Robertson. Satya Shrikant Manta. Manikant Tatipali. Karan Nahar. Shiven Barbare. Vamsi Varma Kalidindi. Nikita Agrawal. Rajni Gaudar. Priyanka Singh. Devanshu Tiwari. Manishka Sinha. Chen Chen Ni. Jun Hyuk Jung. Christian Fernandez. Tyler Cho. Alexander Jong-hoon Park. Anirban Day. Scott Fintel. Pranita Komineni. Sai Puja Panda. Ethan J. Goldstein. Parth Sunil Atle. Alvin Lee. Owen Michael Bennett. James Alexander Johnson. Anderson O'Brien Cox. Krishna Raj. Sergio Adrián Sepulveda Cuevas. Ruo Ting Meng. Natania Christopher. Anna Oschulu. Rania Hamid Sayeda. Tracy Duval. Stephen Pierre Destin. Gabriel Eduardo Sanson. Pragya Harid. Andres Valadez Elizondo. Sam Kim. Ben Trinlin Yu. Jacob Wisotsky. Mukta Bisht. Taskin Khan. Jorge Alberto Huertas Patino. Tejas Mirthipati. Brandon Lee. Anis Abdeljawad. Siddharth Suri. Hien La. Yuping Wang. Nivedita Verma. Rayan Malek. Yihao Liu. Siva Suresh. Sara Abu Shakra. Lauren Chanshuan Lu. Zhu Xi Lei. Jianbo Mi. Ke Chen Dai. Shudong Chen. Yuan Zhe Pei. Chen Jue Feng, Cesar Jose Fabrega Tapia, Camila Perez Peña, Fei Hui, Thais de Leon Perez, Lakeshwar Bachchan, Albert Gang Huang Lu, Jianing Zhong, Jordan Cruz, Michael Rosenthal, Patrick Liang, Sam Sangmyun Park, Sunila Suresh Shetty, Rawad El Kontar, Mohammed Imanul Hakim, Novelli Sionita Simanjuntak, Jia King Gao, Reem Ashima, Ayush Jha, Kavita Parthasarathi, Prasanthi Monica Toram, Reena Sahai, Mohit Verma, Rishab Burlia, Camila Lombroco, Udisha Bhattacharya, Alejandro Leon Torres, Fola Michael Adenola, Anu Vashista Zan, Karunya Subramanian,
Okay, wow, that was a lot. So 14 of our graduates have flown to space, and many of them are aerospace engineers. Representing the Daniel Guggenheim School of Aerospace Engineering, Mitchell Walker, the William R.T. Oakes Jr. School Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Curtis. It is my pleasure to introduce the newest class of aerospace engineers. Graduates, as you go out into the world and even into space, please remember the sky is not the limits. Congratulations.
Damini Visalakshi, Eric Anthony Comstock, Erica Nicole Jones, Dante Lorenzetti Cyrus, Cameron Scott Smith, Diana Dritan Selai, Cameron Sneed Miller, Mark Anthony Gutierrez, William Enlin Zong, Jeffrey Liu Pan, Samuel Peng Luong, Francesco Isidori Pacelli, Luca Schifani, Anand Kapagantu, Daniel Zhang. Simeon Momo Salia. Brendan Scott Mindiak. Won Hyuk Do. Daniel Anthony Johnston. Megan Alexandra Brown. Joy Metzler. Manmeet Kaur Pelia. Devin Michael Burkhart. Mehmet Alp Kara. Snigdha Nelutla. Zeshu Hu. Noor Lada. Raymond Park. Joseph Carragher. Robert G. Lemens. Ernest Yakubayev. Siddharth Samal. Ari Eitan Tretiak. Lauren Victoria Paulson. Elizer Zavala Gonzalez. Harrison Paul Zinser. Kristen Stucker. Juzer Mustafa Hira. Humphrey Kimanya. Adav Arulanandan. Rebecca Jane Volk. Kim Doan Thandang. Anas Jari. Griffin McLeod West. Ellen Ray. Colleen Boyle. Charles Samuel Lee. Justin Rigel Purser. Patrick Bela Ola. Tuna Ergan. Maxwell T. Home. Emma L. Hansen. Lonnie Alfonso Webb. Mason Salzer Starr. Surya Venkatram. Andrew Michael Wood. James Coleman Pethel. Pessy Lansarin. Taylor Kate Boyette. Anna Brownyert. Sam Elwell. Seth Andrew Cantrell. Cornelia Jerasand. Luke Ashwood Briggs. Jeremy Vallejos. Lillian Olivia Cooper. Jacob William Evans. Nathaniel Clark Green. Weston Reed Spencer. Reina de Los Angeles Bermudez Rivera. Martin Eduardo Poretti. George Clemens Blackwell III. Braden James Rainey. Liam Tejas Desai. Deniz Rode. Tanmayi Ambati. Maya Hasumi. Siddharth Sambath Ramkumar, Carter Howard Margolis, Lorenzo Andrew Rappa, Vaishnavi Venkat Ramanan, Qishun Li, Weijian Qian, Janine Kwan,
Chahat Bachia.
Ricardo Modrego Esman, Christina Berenger Youngeras, Vivian Sutur, Devesh Murugesan, Mohammed Razil Mahbub K, Nada Himdi, Akshay Nandan Kamath, Karen Yehoshua, Nathaniel Fekadu Janetti, Tabitha Lee D'Amato, Hussein El Hebir Bachit Ali,
All right. Okay, our fourth most recently established engineering school has been around for 123 years. Chris Jones is the John Brock III School Chair of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering.
Congratulations, graduates, and a reminder that we're very interested in your future exploits and accomplishments. So once you graduate, please stay in touch. Congratulations.
Quinn Xuan Tran, Glory Jesupalumi Onajobi, Jair Mittal Kawi Williams, Ashuta Krishnan,
Our next school, my home school, Civil and Environmental Engineering, was established in 1898. Don Webster is the Karen and John Huff School Chair of CEE.
Congratulations to all of the 2024 graduates. We're so incredibly proud of your studies and the work that you've done to this point. Whether you're in civil engineering, environmental engineering, or engineering science and mechanics, we know you're going to go off and do amazing things and address the world's problems with resilient infrastructure, sustainable systems, healthy communities, and smart cities. Again, congratulations to you and your families, and we really appreciate spending the day with you today.
Fan Chi Lin, Olivia Edwards, Grace Sinchu Pleasant, Willard Sebastian Sissom Jr., Steffi Acevedo, Ogenatega Katrin Ukiri, Michelle Jane Reckner, Benjamin Allen Gonski, Catherine Drury, Abdul Rahman Al-Mari. Hayden Graham Fletchner. Alexander Richard Schluter. Griffin Eric Bodo. Haley Brianna Wilham. William Fletcher Harding. Will Ton Shua. Maitri Mohan. Margaret Shortridge McClintock. Enrique Perez Sanchez. Lisa Wu. Anuj Dinesh Bhai Patel. Asad Irshad. Mackenzie Lynn Barbie. Alexandra Pavlusenko.
When the School of Material Science and Engineering was established in 1897, it was called the School of Textile Engineering. Marilyn Ralph is Associate Chair for Undergraduate Studies.
I am proud to be a 1987 graduate from the school. From stone to silicone, materials have defined the ages. Congratulations, MSEs. Conduct yourselves as proud graduates and mentor those who come after you. You are amazing. You rock.
James Edward Swope. Hazel Pankaj Dhruve. Maddie Bichen Wu.
Two more schools to go. In 1896, GST, the Georgia School of Technology, our original name, started the School of Electrical Engineering, then later added Computer Engineering. Here's Arjit Ray Chaudhuri, ECE's Steve W. Chaddock School Chair.
All right. So on behalf of all the staff, faculty members, and the community in ECE, big congratulations to all the graduates today. As you guys embark on your careers, I want to wish you the very best as you pursue your dreams. Do pursue your dreams with intensity, with a lot of perseverance that you have already shown, but also do that with kindness and in the spirit of service to the community. Go Jackets!
Zachary Winfield Scott. Anirudh Kondinya Sharma Gatu. Ferris Osama Kadan. Kyu-min Kim. Tyler Keith Russell. Amartya Sharma. Gayong Gabinam. Tse Fung Wong. Valentin Vial. Varun Ganavarapu. Chishun Hung. Mohammed Arif. Ananya Agarwal. Rohan Sahai. Manish Dash. Bantwal Malia. Clarissa Renee Hopi. Jingshan Shi. Eula Faye Abalos Tolentino. Youngno Young. Cade Jonathan Grant. Yassin Mustafa Benicho. Leslie Albertoli. John Tavius Leal Fontajon. Bowen Dale Mintz. Jonathan Michael Leach. Madeline Audrey Ballou, Shay Wan Lee, Liam Paul Cooper, George Roman Vish, Kartikeya V. Gundepudi, Somil Rupen Joshi, Thomas Paul Alan Contes, Ege Gunal, Shubham Gupta, Alan Michael Sims, Xiaoneng Wei, Ruihao Zhang, Pieros Christos Skafidas, Konstantinos Karakatsanis, Dongwang Li, Tianfa Li, Zhiyang Chen,
Hao Chen,
Shreyan Siddharth Jabade, Huang Hong Yun, Yuan Li, Lance David Daig, Ava Richmond Damon, Camry Jalin Heath, Xiao Hung Chu, Finu Jose Philip, Taylor Peterson, Abdul Rahman I. Taba, Sanjay Venkatesh, Andrew Denzel Delaney, Chin Yin Kao, De Yuan Sun, Gan Yuan Liu, Tan Shannon Tonj, Aman Kaneja Kul, Siddhant Vashisht, Varun Rajput, Winsun Chang, Fuk Kwang Do, Tong Feng, Justin Michael Stevens, Alec Shuang Zhu, Thomas Etev, Mathilde Urban, Sharika Menon Rajiv, Wendy Allen Wu, Delwyn George Sam, Songyu Chen, Jihan Han, Wei Jie He, Edie Wu, Lionel Kangmim-Wei Tessie, Ian Kirsting Maurer, Anthony Stephen Trano, Owen Patrick Q, Fan Han Hun, Grayson James Lovett, Ziming Dai, Ziyu Liu, Pragna Mahadeva. Sharon Rajesh Ravigopal. Luis Manuel Pimentel. Andrew Hasyang Wong. William Tang. Mohit K. Peninti. Armando Yasir Montoya. Hong Xing Jiang.
And finally, last but certainly not least, the Woodruff School of Mechanical Engineering, which was the first school ever at Georgia Tech. In fact, in 1888, it was Georgia Tech. Here's Devesh Ranjan, the Eugene C. Gwaltney Jr. School Chair.
Thank you, Kim. So on behalf of the Woodruff School, I would like to congratulate all the graduates from mechanical engineering, nuclear engineering, and the medical physics program. As a father of two young kids who love Harry Potter, let me leave here with you with a quote from Harry Potter, which Dumbledore said as you embark on a new journey. Dumbledore said to Harry, it is about choices, Harry, not about what you do with your abilities. So I'm going to give you this very clear, what he said. It is about choices, Harry, is what you will truly known for, not for our abilities. So when you're thinking about going in this world, I want you to think about, we have not just prepped you with the technical abilities, but we have given you abilities to think critically. So congratulations, go and make this place a better place for everyone. Go Jackets.
Christopher Jason Bellflowers. Sujit Jayaraman. Sagar Desai. Frederick Jacobson Carter. Nadeem Hamoud. Matthew James McKenna. John Frederick Wheeler. Bennett Weir. Jeremy Miles Gann. Jack Frederick Stegelman. William Madison Yates IV. Jacob Dylan Smith. Calwin Au. Benjamin Xiandu Guo. Adnan Hamid Mir. Vinay Jitendra Deshmukh. Joshua Thompson. Tristan N. Klein. Siddharth Nair. Louis Depunier. Faustin Pulverik. Taylor Reed Blanchard. Nimit Chavatia. Richard Jan Woods. Donovan Jules Lobo. Fernando Andres Sanz. Yadu Sunil. Marcellus Sanjeric Boykin. Daniele Finotto. Mathieu Yvon Bernard Ricou. Félicien Guinou. Jean Delaunay. Valentine Chem Lenhoff. Thomas Malgouget. Renee Catherine Cole. John Drang Bao Huang. Ryan Barry. Brooke Delaney Papa. Ryan White Giametti. Atharva Lavate. Alice Aichi Zhang. Chloe Gru. Michael Abitbol. Esteban Pais. Pierrick Moisin. Mohamed Charity. Mathieu Tari. Remy Grangeorges. Laurine Lestrade. Méline Rocabot. Pierre-Louis Vergniaud. Aude Fayel. Anchit Chanda Datta. Nikhil Nandakanti. Kunal Aditya Mohapatra. Nicholas Frederick Lulka. Alyssa Ferguson. Emily Ann Stafira. Simone Olivia Wilcox. Michael Ian Chen. Daniel Robert Johnson. Hao Chen Dai. Xiangjin Peter Zhang. Sihao Shen. Sun Chang Shi. Xiaoqing Yu. Thomas Joseph Buckingham. Gerardo Alberto del Bosque Nava. Victor Priya. David Alexander Carpio Gonzalez. Lina Vanessa Dasa Llanos. Bhairav Anuradha Ramanathan. Emmeline Evans. Jamila Confrey. Antoine Robert Bernard Franceschi. Thomas Jean-Baptiste William Costa. Thomas Jean Presse. Antonin Armand André Attali.
Florian Henry Pull Point.
David Alexander Carpio Gonzalez. Victor Priya.
Sherry Adadi.
Wow. I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little tired. Let's give another round of applause for our amazing graduates. Some of you will now pursue your PhD. I said some. Others are headed to the real world. But what you've accomplished here on campus is only part of the story, a story that is just beginning. I am proud of what you've done so far and can't wait to see what you will do next. Again, congratulations and welcome to the Georgia Tech alumni community and being an official hell of an engineer. So this completes our ceremony, but not without welcoming 4 students to the stage for our alma mater, AE Zach Barker and Josiah Dahlstrom, and ECE's Nicholas Poach and Chris Fitzpatrick. The alma mater will be followed by the greatest fight song of them all, the Ramblin' Wreck. You all know this. This is a requirement for graduation, right? The lyrics for both, if you don't know them, are in the program. Once the fight song is over, graduates, here is how we will exit the building. If you're BME or ISYE, you'll exit past the stage to my right, go behind the stage, then walk up to the concourse and out the building. If you're AE, MSE, CHBE, Civil, Environmental, ECE, or ME, you'll exit to your left, go behind the stage, then up to the concourse and out the building. So the first group to your right, the next group to your left. Families, please meet your graduates outside. If we have to leave the building in a timely fashion because Scheller College of Business is outside and I think the dean has been texting me that we got to get out of here. Thank you, congratulations, and happy holidays. Go Jackets!
I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Oh, if I had a daughter, sir, I'd dress her in white and gold. I'd put her on the campus to cheer the brave and bold. But if I had a son, sir, I tell you what he'd do. He would yell to hell with Georgia like his daddy used to do. Oh, I wish I had a barrel of rum and sugar 3,000 pounds. A college bell to put it in and clap it and stir it round. I drink to all the fellows who come from far and near. I'm a rambling, gambling, hell of an engineer. Hey!
Are we recording?